back to my channel. Hello if you're new. So today we are going to be doing the final February budget. Now I do know that this is slightly later. I was not feeling good on Saturday. We have had, number one, a string of sicknesses, but also I am very pregnant. I am actually 38 weeks pregnant tomorrow as of the time of filming this video. So I am just worn out. So that being said, I'm doing my best, but we are going to go ahead and do the final February budget. I'm really excited to show you guys this. We actually did pretty good on the budget. I'm excited to see where March lands because February and March are kind of the final months to get everything pieced together. We did our daughter, Oakland, that's the baby that we're expecting. Her room is completely done. It's finished. I'm sure that we will have like a few additional purchases once she's born, just, you know, discovering what we need. But everything that we absolutely need to have and a few decoration pieces were purchased in the month of February and are up in her room and they look fantastic. We also added a couple pieces to my daughter's room at the same time because we found good deals, so we went ahead and purchased for both rooms. And then honestly, I feel like doing the meal plan really helped us cut down on our expenses for groceries. We did spend a lot in groceries, but I definitely stocked up on a lot of things, which I knew I was going to. So I'm really, really excited to see what happens and where we go from here on the budget. So let's go ahead and take a look and see where we landed on February. Okay, you guys, so taking a look at our income, it was a total of $8,547. So not bad given the short month. We did do some cash back stuff. I did also cash out my ThreadUp account because I had sent off a bunch of clothing. For reimbursements, we have nothing there. My husband was out of town, so he will be reimbursed and has actually gotten reimbursed as of me filming this. For gifts, we did not have any gifts in the month of February, not a lot going on in there. And giving, we had our standard church donations, things like that. So nothing crazy there. For utilities, you guys, our insurance was $1,406. This does bring our escrow down. They also in March finished finalizing our escrow, so you guys will see how that adjusts what will come out monthly, what we pay into escrow, and then also we will be getting a check back. So super excited about that. Our electricity was actually pretty high at $240.14, but we did compare to last year and it was about in line. We had a lot of cold days in January, so that is when this bill is from service dates wise. So it really wasn't that bad. But that being said, it does kind of take a hit to see a electric bill that high. We do have to remember we are solely on electric out here. Water was $38, internet was $106.50. My phone bill was $26, and we did have pet care. We ordered Chewy dog food, and I did kind of keep an eye. We switched back to Chewy due to that being the better price, and I went ahead and put it on auto ship for every 6 weeks, as you guys can see here, and the flea collars are on every 9 months, which is so nice because I don't have to remember to purchase them. They just get sent when I need to change them. For transportation, here we are, you guys, super exciting. For gas, we spent $175.47. I am interested to see what this does during maternity leave. I was surprised actually it stayed about the same just because I was traveling to my grandma's and other people's houses more often just to get out of the house. So we will see kind of where that lands. But maintenance, we had some travel stuff, and unfortunately, you guys, I needed a new windshield. The cold weather did my windshield in. We did spend $376.28 on groceries out of the $450 budgeted, so pretty excited about that. We did stay in budget, and the meal plan went really, really well. We will be raising our grocery budget either during or definitely after maternity leave, but during is the question mark to $650. This is just to keep in line with the average grocery budget. I looked for 4 people, and they said it's around $6.50. Obviously, our youngest will not be partaking in food, but she will have diapers and such, which will be included here. And then my daughter Everly she is eating food, but she also needs diapers, so I do include this all together with groceries as well. Then we have restaurants. We did spend quite a bit in restaurants at $235.95. We did go out to eat a few times as a family, and as I said, Everly now eats with us. And then also, in addition, you guys, pregnancy cravings. I'm giving in to them. We are not planning on having another child for quite a while, or at least for a few years, and because of that, I'm just letting my 3rd trimester cravings run wild, and I'm okay with that, and so is my husband for the time being. Lifestyle, $75 here, you guys. We will be purchasing a laptop. I'm so excited. I'm so ready. My computer is struggling again. My husband has his entertainment. We have $100 in clothing, hair and beauty. I did a makeup stock up. I am trying to find a non-toxic skincare and makeup brand that I enjoy, so there will kind of be some brand and purchases that kind of out of the blue and more irregular as I'm trying to discover what works. And of course, when you have a baby, your face changes, so we might be readjusting again. Household maintenance, we have $150. We did get new fridge filter. Those are also on auto ship, which is nice. Investments, we had our standard. Yearly subscription, we had our standard. The only one that will be hitting during my maternity leave will be in July at $106.82. And then daycare was $716 for the month, which brings us to medical. You guys, I did finally update my insurance benefits card. It did take almost 2 months, but we have $2,600 on there to utilize for medical stuff. The majority of this will most likely be spent during our during all of the medical bills for hospital and such like that. So we've kind of just decided to leave it alone for now, not even use it for chiropractor, and use it for mainly the hospital bills and kind of see what we have left over at the end. Then we had a lot of testing done, you guys. First of all, I have been trying to get my immune system up, my daughter's immune system up. My husband had a bunch of checkups this month as well. We are trying to level out our vitamins, things like that, and we just had blood tests, urine tests, things like that that were out of the ordinary. A lot going on in February. It looks like March will be similar, or April, depending on when the bills come in, and then after that, we'll see where we land. For insurance, we have $4,023.40 saved for taxes. We did get our taxes done in March, so this will be not zeroed out, but it will be zeroed out minus the $42 for January, February, and March. Car insurance is not due until April, and car tags are due in October. Which brings us to debt. We did pay our debt plus the additional $100 principal only payment, which brings us to savings. Our final amount going into savings is $2,264.25. Great amount. That leaves us at $8,331.76 for anything. And I did go ahead and kind of lay out our goals. So our first priority is Oakland. Any of her medical stuff or anything we need for her / my maternity leave. I only am paid the first 4 weeks of my maternity leave. So we have been setting aside money to cover the loss of income on that. Second, we do not have gutters on our house, and we initially were trying to set this aside until the garage was done and do it all at once. Unfortunately, we just kind of had the realization that it's going to take a few years for the garage to be done, and because of that, we need to go ahead and get the gutters in. We don't want it to cause foundation issues. So we are going to go ahead and get those gutters done when we can. Third, we need the dirt brought in because, of course, we don't have gutters, so it's washed away a lot of our dirt and grass. So we are going to, once the gutters are in, bring in the dirt to better flow the drainage and to also bring in grass. So those are our like 3 priorities for the remainder of the year. And then anything else will go to these. The order can change depending on what we see needs to happen, but there was a good chunk of spending, $1,298.81. This was training collars for the dogs. Everly needed some toddler stuff for her kitchen, and what I mean by that is not her play kitchen, but we needed some new sippy cups and some other things, so I just upgraded some stuff there. I did some postpartum stock up of cleaning supplies. I did purchase a new pump, which I will discuss kind of when we land on a plan for breastfeeding / pumping. And once I review that, then we did any kind of purchases for her room, her clothing, anything like that we needed. And then I purchased 3 items from Shop the Mint. I'm hoping to do a review of this brand soon. Unfortunately, I bought these for postpartum, so I'm not able to wear them and show them to you at this exact moment. So that video will be coming much later while I'm on maternity leave. So overall, we're looking at a pretty good savings of 27% and 19% of our income going towards debt, which is where we would like it to be. Our next highest was lifestyle at 21%. And again, that does include daycare and things like that. So that will kind of bring the lifestyle up higher. Okay, so there you guys go. That is the final February budget. As you can see, we did pretty good on our savings. It's definitely not our highest month, but considering it is a short month, that's pretty good. We also did a lot of spending, but that is to be expected as we prep for maternity leave and as we prep, sorry if you hear my dogs, and as we prep for Oakland's room and all of that stuff. So I am really excited to see kind of where we land in March, just with the meal prepping that we are doing and to see when baby comes, because yeah, we also did get our taxes done in March. I can tell you that those are already done as of the time of me filming that, so you guys will see that in March and kind of where we landed with that. And then also you will see I'm so sorry for the dogs. And then also, you guys, you will see I'm going to purchase my new laptop as well. So that expense will also be in March. So be on the lookout for those. In the meantime, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.